Hi Pisces, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Pisces, in today's reading, I'm going to give you a couple of the cards from the Oracle. Going to do a reading and then clarify it. So let us get started on your reading, see what's going on. Let's see, there we go. Alright, so this is for Pisces Spirit. For the highest good, this is for Pisces. So you have the card of grounding. Go deep and explore your roots. Wow. So I feel like at times you really need to find that peace within you, like to slow down and find that, peace within, solitude. And I feel like you need to clear your energy because it does say for you to get grounded. Okay, but take it easy. I feel like you're very busy. I feel like with this card, it says answering the call. It's time. The time is now. So, maybe you need to nurture yourself. Maybe you need to start get going on the things that you're wanting to create and do to pursue your passions or your ideas. It's time to start. What are you waiting for? Is what they're saying. Okay, so wow. All right, so Pisces, do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Um, the sun is coming in and out, so that's why it's changing the color. So it's weird. All right, so do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Pisces, 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 Pisces. All right, let me see. Can I do that like that? And then I'm going to move that like that. All right. This is for Pisces for the highest good. One card for the current. Wow. So you have the Seven of Swords. I feel like there's some kind of betrayal going on. Maybe cheating. Maybe just something difficult is going on. Could have been just some kind of betrayal. One for the situation. We'll see more in a minute. I feel like you're holding on to something. Maybe it's the past. Maybe it's this betrayal that's going on. But definitely holding on to something, or trying not to go, like not wanting things to change. And I feel like they are. One for the past or now. The Five of Pentacles. I feel like at times you feel alone or lonely or even just left out of the cold. Also feeling like not having enough money. One for the what's hidden. The Two of Pentacles. Making a decision. Trying to do things like keep yourself busy. They're asking you to keep things balanced. To try to slow down and take it easy. Really clear your energy. Really find that peace within. One for the hopes and the fears. Change, wanting change, some kind of change to come in. Okay, hold on, you guys. I was almost falling out of my chair there. Okay, so really wanting some kind of change to come in. One for what you need to do now. Um, need to set boundaries, some kind of boundaries. I feel like you're very overwhelmed with everything that has been happening, that's been going on. You're trying to take everything, take on everything, do the chores, do the responsibilities, do the kids, everything that's going on. You're just carrying a lot on your shoulders right now. One for the what you need to work on. Queen of Swords. Really stand your ground, speaking your truth, but really stand up for yourself. Really talk about what it is that you're wanting to talk about. Is something that you're holding in. Stand up for yourself. One for the outcome. So why you got two queens? Okay, so really be assertive. Don't let nobody take away what you're wanting to do. The happiness. Being the light for others. I feel like you need to really stand your ground about something here that's going on. At the end of the tarot deck, you did get the Seven of Pentacles, so definitely making some kind of decision, trying to figure out what you're going to do next. I feel like you need to find your patience and really look at things differently. Everything. Look at everything in a different perspective, in a different way. You're keeping things balanced. Try to keep things balanced, especially your emotional and mental, the way you're thinking about things, the way you're feeling about things. Keep them balanced, okay? I feel like you are on the right path and you are very divinely guided here. Also, trust the process on things. There could be some kind of attraction that you have, or be making a decision towards someone very close to you. Also, wow. All right, so Pisces, do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right. This is for Pisces for their highest good. Okay, it's Pisces, right? Is the Seven of Swords here for Pisces. Okay, so you do start off with the Seven of Swords, so there could have been some kind of betrayal. You've been finding out some secret or something like that's been going on. I feel like you needed to trust your intuition on things also, and I feel like there are definitely some kind of message coming in, but I feel like you need to have like some kind of forgiveness or compassion, okay? Like really try your best to try to put your energy into something else, other than this betrayal that has been going on, because I do feel like there has been, you are in your feelings a lot, and there has been a lot of there has been something that's been misled or cheated or betrayal or lied or secret, something like that. They're asking you to find your courage, to find your confidence, to move on from whatever it is that you're dealing with. Try your best to find your courage and to have patience for everything, okay? Because no matter what, you still need to find your courage and your confidence to move on, and your patience to deal with everything that is going on. I also feel like, that in your dreams, there's some kind of message here that is trying to come through to you, from the divine, but it's like you're not really paying attention or listening, because you're in your feelings a lot. Because of this betrayal that's been happening around you or within you, or whoever it is that it is going that you're going through. Um, you have the Four of Pentacles here, and why is the Four of Pentacles here? Okay, so definitely, wow. Okay, so there's something here that you are definitely holding on to. You see this person, and they're holding on to it very tightly, like they don't want to let go of it. Maybe it's things that you're going on, maybe it's changes that you're dealing with, that you're don't not wanting to let go, or maybe you just don't want things to change. You don't want things to change, but it sometimes they need to for you to move forward. Okay, so really look at that. Okay, I also feel like you are definitely trying to leave something behind. There is something that you're going to walk away from also, because the King of Swords is here, and he's very strong-willed, very bold. He speaks his truth about whatever it is that he's wanting to speak about, and that's you. Let go of whatever it is that you're trying to hold on to, and speak your truth about it. How you're feeling, what you're wanting, because you're very strong-willed and you know how to do this, but you're needing to speak the truth about it. Like, and really be careful on how you're speaking also. Like, communicate and get your point across the right way instead of yelling or any arguing. Really just speak your truth about things, because it's going to lead you to something that you're going to walk away from somebody. I feel like I don't know who's this is for, but this is a message that you're going to walk away from somebody who's very close to you. It's a male, somebody that you're going to walk away from, but definitely leaving somebody or something behind. Okay, for everyone, you're going to leave an obstacle or something that's been in your mind. You're leaving. Okay, you're moving away from something. Okay, you're leaving this thing that you're holding on to so tightly. You're leaving it behind. Okay, so just know that. Wow. Really clear your energy, though. Get grounded so that you can hear and trust your intuition. Um, you have the Five of Pentacles here, and the Five of Pentacles is saying that, there are times that you feel like you don't have enough. Feel like there are times that you're left out in the cold. You feel some kind of shame here. But definitely feeling a lot. And I feel like, you're going to be okay. This is just temporary, and it's not going to last like that. You're not going to be feeling a lot like that. Like, like left out, alone, cold. You're not going to be feeling like that. It's just temporary, and it's not going to be forever. You have the Two of Pentacles here. And why is the Two of Pentacles and what's hidden? So you have the Two of Pentacles here. They're asking you to take things easy, making decisions. Be careful on how you're making them. You're very busy right now, trying to do everything, trying to juggle everything all at once. Things have to change, and things will change because you have the Tower here. So just know that. There is a lot of changes, and things you didn't expect are going to change. But you have a support around you. There's even, for some of you guys, there's celebration here. But there's definitely a lot of support from family, friends, acquaintance, things like people like that. But definitely a lot of change coming in. And things have to change so you can stop, doing so much. They're wanting you to slow down, to get grounded, to clear your energy. And definitely a lot of changes coming in. Why is the Tower here for the Hope and Fears? One more card. Yeah, you're like really in this betrayal, this whatever it was, this mislead, deceit, whatever it is, whatever situation you're in, you're really into it, and there's things that you're not really seeing. Okay, like you have your eyes shut, not wanting to deal with things, not wanting to see things, and there is definitely a new path here, and they're asking you to really be careful on how you're doing things because there's a lot that you're just not wanting to deal with here. And things are going to change. Even if you feel like you're not wanting to see it, they're still going to change. Because you can't prevent the change that's coming in, Pisces. So just know that. But a new path is coming in. New beginning is coming in. Okay? Whatever it is that you're trying to start or wanting to deal with, it's time to start it. It's time to start dealing with everything that's going on in your life, no matter what. You have the Ten of Swords here. I'm sorry, the Ten of Wands. Why is the Ten of Wands here for Pisces? One more card. So, you've been carrying a lot on your shoulders. You have the Ten of Wands. Things are heavy, doing this, doing that. But there is a new path here, definitely, because you have the Fool card, and you also have now that World card. So, the world is turning, okay? You're going on a new path. No matter what, things are going to balance out. Speak your truth about things and how you're feeling about everything. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed and you're just wanting to say something that you haven't said. Really speak your truth. Things are going to balance out for you, and justice is here. So you don't need to do anything. Like if you're trying to get back at somebody, then leave it because it's not going to work. You don't need to do anything. Justice is here on its own. But going on a new path, going on new experiences coming in, definitely. And you're leaving a lot, you need to set boundaries is what they're saying for some of you guys. Yeah, the Queen of Swords here. Oh, okay, thank you. One more card. All right, so really stand your ground on things, okay? Because I feel like this could have to do with a work situation here for some reason for some of you guys. Really stand your ground, really speak your truth about how you're feeling, and really stand up for yourself, especially at work. Really know your value, your worth, because you do have the Eight of Pentacles here. Could be leaving your job, or you could be knowing something in your job that you're needing to stand up for yourself about. Okay, like know your worth and your value about things. They're saying that all this hard work that you're doing, it's going to pay off, definitely. But you're also needing to stand up for yourself and speak whatever it is that you're wanting to speak about. There's a lot of things that you're really not seeing. There's opportunities in your whatever career that you're doing or profession that you have. There's something about opportunities that are here for you, but you're just not really focusing on that. You're still focusing on everything that has happened and that you've been going through. And if you would just like really see that there's opportunities around you, maybe new position, new job, or just a new sense of direction, you'll see that there's opportunity. So just know that. And just know that whatever you're doing, your hard work is definitely going to pay off. Okay, just have patience for everything. And then you have the Queen of Wands here. And the Queen of Wands, why is the Queen of Wands here? for the outcome. You could also be leaving a work. You could also be leaving a career also. So just know that that's also here. You have the Queen of Wands. You start off with the Queen of Wands. She's like looking at herself like, but I want to do that. I want to be doing this and I want to do that, and she sits in a chair full of sunflowers, and sunflowers are always guided by the light. They go towards the light, and that's you. Leave the negativity behind and move towards the positive, okay? Be assertive, don't let anybody take anything away from you, or like, you be your unique self, don't let anybody keep you from pursuing what it is that you're wanting to do, okay? You do for you. You do the things that you're wanting to do, to wanting to create, because that's who you are. No matter what, this isn't anybody's life but your life. Even if you're married, it's not still not their life. It's your life still. Know that. You're the one that has done so much, that has been doing a lot, and you can handle anything that comes your way because you're ready for it. You know what you need to do. Um, I feel like you're definitely going in a different direction now. Walking away from a lot of the stuff that's been happening. Really get grounded, really clear your energy so that you'll know what direction to take. Trust your intuition, you guys. But I do feel like there's another path here for you that you're on. It's going to lead you to something else. And it is going to lead you to some kind of abundance, definitely. But you are the Queen of Pentacles, and you know how to do things. Remember that. Always remember that you are that person that is a resourcer, that you know how to do things on your own. That you're not just a person that's keeping, that's cleaning and bringing in the paycheck and, doing all the errands. You're not that person. You also know what you're doing. You're that resourcer. You're the money maker. You know how to make things happen. You juggle everything all at once. Okay? So also know that you're needing to take it easy and slow. Okay? Take time for yourself. Nurture yourself, because you're not a machine. You can't be doing everything all at once. It's time for you to slow down and take it easy. Wow. So, Pisces, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. God bless.